Welcome back to Luv'n. I'm Chef Melissa.
And I'm Antonio.
And today we have a very special episode because we have all the towns. We're syndicated all over Massachusetts. And we also have the Boston Globe here. We're going to be taking pictures. And we're also going to be making Briget's brown bread and a breakfast sandwich with falafel bread, I think. So that's going to taste really good, but that's going to be in the second half. Tony, you want to tell us what we're going to be using today?
2 cups of whole wheat flour.
Whole wheat flour. It's kind of grainy. It's going to add a lot of texture to our bread. It's brown.
1 cup of oatmeal.
Instant oatmeal. Just the stuff that you put water with. And what else?
1.5 cups of flour.
Yep. Got a lot of dry ingredients, lots of flour.
1.5 teaspoons of baking soda.
Not baking powder. Make sure it's not baking powder. There's like a CO2 difference or something? I guess. How much salt?
What about the molasses?
Okay, you want to go molasses first?
2 tablespoons of sugar.
Molasses, either one.
Oh yeah, molasses.
Molasses, just because we have it. And it's going to add a nice brown color.
Half a teaspoon of salt.
Salt. Y'all know what that looks like.
1.5 cups of buttermilk or non-fat yogurt.
Non-fat yogurt, I'm not going to move this too much. It's just plain non-fat yogurt. You can get it anywhere. It's very easy.
And 1.5 tablespoons of butter.
Just butter or margarine, either one. Also just a little flour on the side, and you want to have your oven preheated to 375. And you also want, oh wait, I just said flour already. We have a new mug. This is one of our merchandises, and you can buy this on ovenluv'n.com, and it's very pretty. It's a frosted glass mug. It has our logo on it in our website, and my parents just bought that because it's very pretty. I love it. And what we're going to do is, Antonio, you're going to take this bowl, you're going to get all the wet ingredients, which is the molasses and the yogurt, and you're going to mix them together. Can you handle it? Okay, and I'm going to take all the dry ingredients, like the wheat flour, the regular flour, the salt, and the baking powder. Oh, and the oatmeal. And we're all going to add that together. And just want to clean up a little here. In the sink. And just mix this together really quickly. Like I said, I made this at school, and it's very good. I made it for culinary, and my teacher goes, "Here, you should take this recipe and put it on your show." And I'm like, okay. And he said that it's a very Irish bread, and they used to make it all the time. And Tony is making pretty colors with the molasses and the yogurt. And they used to make it all the time in Ireland. It's a bread they used to put, like, it's kind of a dry bread. You don't really eat it by itself. It's not like, well, you can eat it by itself. It's really good though. Okay, now we take our butter, and you want to mix it in with the, what's it called, the flour mixture, and you want to mix this until it's all pea-sized. So I'm probably going to get a fork, smash it all up. And this might take a little while because you want to make sure the butter's softened. So we will be right back and we're gonna put this all together. Okay, so we got all the butter. You want to do it until all the butter is like all mixed in with the flour. You can't really see it because it's all combined. Now we're going to take Antonio's pretty colored yogurt and molasses mixture, and we're going to add it slowly to this. So Antonio, and you want to mix while you're doing this. So pour it through the nozzle. Oh my god. Okay, so that's okay. So we're just adding this really slowly. You want to mix it with your hands, and you want to make sure that all of the batter gets together. So Antonio, you can add a little more. You can do the yogurt, you can substitute that with buttermilk, but we didn't have buttermilk, so we chose yogurt. And you can substitute the molasses with sugar, same measurements, just different ways. And this is going to come out crummy and not really like a bread dough that you would normally see. It's going to be all like flour and stuff. And this takes like 10 minutes to mix together. You want to make sure it's all mixed together nice and fine. And so since this is going to take forever, we'll be right back. Okay, we are all done mixing this together. It came out just like I remember it. It's nice and crummy. You can pick off a piece very easily. It's not too dry, not too wet. And you want it to be able to stick together in a ball. And now what we're going to do is we're going to knead it on the table. So, yeah.
So yeah.
We'll do that after. So we spread out a little flour. Anything else in there? Nope. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just going to mold it and knead it like 4 or 5 times. Make sure it's stuck together. If it falls apart like this, you can add water. It's okay. Okay, so we got this all patted out. We topped it with just a little flour. Just spread it out so it doesn't burn on top. And now Antonio's going to cut an X on top. I just want you to do it from here to here. Looks good. And now I'm just going to pat it down a little because the bread's going to pop up from inside there. And I just want to find a way to get this up so a spatula would work, I think. That was a lot of work. It takes a little while, but it's going to be worth it. So we're just going to pick this up very carefully. And you should be fine. So 375 degree oven for 40 minutes, about that. And then it goes. And we will clean all this mess up, and then we'll be right back to do our breakfast sandwiches. Hi. Okay, we're all set with our bread. It's in the oven, and it's looking delicious. It's rising and all the stuff because of the flour and the baking soda. It was baking soda, yeah. And now we're going to be making a breakfast sandwich. Antonio, we are going to be using, I can't pronounce it, so Antonio's going to tell us.
Focaccia.
Focaccia? Focaccia bread.